Hey everybody, it is Jeff Rummel with InnRoads Ministries, and you are watching another episode of InnRoads Plays Dungeons & Dragons All-Stars. This is our second table, so our second band that has unified and is ready to play their number in Sapphire Harbor. They're going to try their hand at roughly the same adventure. There are some differences and changes I've done amongst the tables in case we have cheaters in here. Yes. But for the most part, I want to see how they tackle this a little bit differently. We've got a different type of group of musicians here, and I think we're going to have quite a bit of fun. So you know me. I'm Jeff. I'll be your Dungeon Master for the evening, but we're going to start introducing the rest of our players going around the circle. So because Jeff is an awesome name, I'm going to start with Jeff as well. So I'm going to look over here to my top left, whatever. I don't know how this video's things work. Jeff, tell me a little bit about who you are, if you had any reluctance in playing in an All-Bards campaign, and then what kind of character you playing. And that's going to go for everybody, so be prepared.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jeff.
Hi,
Jackson.
Hi, Jeff.
That's okay.
Jackson.
You got the first part right. That's good. No, I'm just kidding. Go.
I sense there's a bias here.
No. Name changes going on.
I know. I was thinking about that.
Right, go ahead.
My name is Jeff. I guess I live in PA. I live in Pennsylvania. I live close to Valley Forge National Park. If that's a thing, makes sense. I guess that's where I'm from.
Awesome.
Pretty much just chilling here. You know, that sort of thing. All-Bard campaign. I'm pretty. I love music a lot, and so the idea that we're doing an all-bard campaign sounded really cool because I've never really played a bard before. I've played a bunch of the other types of characters and mainly stayed with melee, but this time I kind of decided, yeah, it's an all-bard. I'll try and see how I do, and especially since I kind of built a bard and I never really got it out to play, and so the opportunity to actually play the bard that I built and put it in this world is kind of fantastic. Speaking of that bard,
yeah, who are you playing? And I'm going to need a good and well-spoken pronunciation of your name.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe give us the international phonetic spelling for it, because
Okay.
I feel like we need a guide.
Yeah, okay. Because everyone's like, well, how's it pronounced? It's Uncas. Uncas if here. You just call me Unca, actually, for short. But Uncas. It's like Anke with like a little bit of a, I don't know, sighing and nid. So Uncas. Uncas.
I got
Gotta
it.
love Welsh names, huh?
Solid.
Right.
Ha! Uncas. I am a half-elf bard. I am fresh off the road, pulled into this town. My instrument of choice is vocal, and specifically, I carry around with me a tuning fork so that I'm able to create pitch wherever I am, and I'm able to match and then sing a dissonant pitch to it because that's how I operate. So all my skills, all my abilities, everything I do, how I cast my spells, everything like that, is all through my voice and how I'm able to use it. So that's pretty much what I do, and I aspire to be like my idol, my favorite idol, Luanda, who I would love to show you his music, and I'll show you his music through what I do. And so I'm really excited. I'm happy-go-lucky, kind of positive all the time, and I want to bring people that are so unalike together. So I'm all about the unlikely things coming together.
Like this band.
Like this band.
Yeah, I like this band.
This band.
I like it.
this
That's
band.
really cool. That is really cool. I like
Alright.
it.
Mhm.
Almost like a borderline clerical bard, you know, because you want to share the music of your mentor.
The bard
That's
of
pretty
peace.
cool. I like it. All right, let's go. We'll go clockwise, and that is going to mean Heather is up next. And
right.
Heather, I'm also going to need a pronunciation of your character's
Sure. Okay.
character's
So
name.
hi, I'm Heather Johnson, and I am in Maryland, so not that far from where Jeff is. Jeff Jackson, not Jeff Romo. Way far from Jeff Romo. I was super excited about the All-Bards campaign. I like bard characters. I've played some pretty unsuccessfully in the past due to a combination of factors. My bard either dies or is pretty ineffectual, and it's depressing. So I was very
Bards can
excited
be
because-
as cheerful and charismatic as they can be. They can be a very depressing character to play.
Yeah, they can, and I've seen them played very well, but I've also played them very poorly. So there's that. But I like the idea of the All-Bard campaign because that way, first of all, we're all going to have the same types of weaknesses, but we're all going to have a variety of different strengths. And I think that putting all of that together could be a lot of fun. So very, very excited about this. Plus, it just gives a whole crazy dynamic to this kind of game. So all about that. So my character is a red Dragonborne, and her name is Viraxa Karailon. So Viraxa is her first name, Viraxa. She plays a multitude of instruments. So she plays an earth harp, which is this gigantic harp that's not very portable. She also plays the glass harmonica, which, you know, for those of you who are interested in crazy instruments, it's something invented by Ben Franklin, so you can look it up and see
It's pretty
what that looks
amazing.
like. It's really cool.
Pretty amazing to see.
And then also the ocarina, so that's her little portable instrument. She also sings. A bit about her, so she's not part of any particular band. She's like the Lindsay Sterling of the bardic world here. So she's the one who's featured with other bands for certain performances. So she's hooked up with this group for this particular event and this competition and things that are going on right now. But in general, so think back to, you know, the Fifth Element movie, the diva, the singing. That's kind of what she would like to be, this super high class performer, but she's really not there yet, although in her head she thinks she is. So she's very disappointed by the fact that she's still performing in these types of environments. This is really not okay with her. She thinks she's better than all of this.
This is not okay.
No, this is not okay at all. And she's Dragonborne. She's very proud. She's very talented, but she's you know, overly prideful in her skill set and ability level, and very intolerant of other things. So very much a diva. That's going to be fun. I still haven't quite figured out, you know, exactly how her spells and abilities are going to work. They're all listed there, but I'm still tweaking it a bit. But that's her personality, and that's how she's going to be.
This is not okay. This is not where I saw my life.
Exactly.
This is not where I saw myself.
These losers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Especially now with Jeff. Jeff's like happy-go-lucky bard over here. She's not going to be pleased by this. I can see this coming.
Music is serious. It's
Right,
serious.
he's not
work.
serious enough.
Try me.
This will be fun.
All right.
This will be fun.
This is
Okay,
gonna
I
be
want to
so
see
fun.
who else we have.
All right, Alyssa, you are next. Round
Oh.
in the corner here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and then what kind of character are you playing?
Oh, do I really need any introduction, Jeff?
I know, but not everybody's seen our plethora
Someone might be
of
new.
This is-
videos.
This is true. If this is your first video, you might not know me, but if you watch any more, you probably will. I'm
Okay.
Alyssa. I've joined into basically every game that InnRoads plays because I'm an absolute junkie for tabletop games. Yeah, the words All-Bards campaign, as soon as they left Jeff Romo's mouth, they cleared my skin and healed my livestock and watered my crops.
Wow,
I was all in. Yeah.
it's impressive.
It was like, it's just such a fun, ridiculous idea. I absolutely had to go in. I've never played a Bard PC before, but I actually created a few Bard NPCs for the campaign I'm DMing with my friends. And this is actually one of them that I don't think is going to actually make it into the final cut when we go along in that. So I just kind of wanted to bring him in here because he's fun. He is a Kenku bard. His name is Rigo.
I love that name. It was good.
Rigo. He's his instrument is a theorbo, which is basically kind of a fantasy bass guitar. And
Nice.
so he plays rhythm for the band. He's not really a frontsman, but even though his self-expression is limited in more ways than one, he's got his own ways of making his opinions heard, and I think you'll recognize when he opens his beak. He's got a lot of things to say.
And what's really good about this is that it's a complete surprise to me. I don't want to hear anything of it. I wanted to ask, but I was like, well, if she wants to kind of spill the beans, she can. But I know Alyssa enough that that's not what she does. She wants to have a nice little surprise for me, and I can't wait. So.
Well, you already got my one big surprise. So.
Yeah, but still.
I know the one big surprise that's sitting in my lap. So.
We get live music, kids. We get live music. It's pretty good. All right, cool. Next up, we have Senor Justin. Yeah, and also not a stranger to InnRoads plays, along with Heather.
Yeah.
Been on a couple games.
Yeah.
So my story was, I looked around for a picture of a bard, and I don't know if they can see it yet. But I found the picture, and I'm like, well.
Oh, they will. When they see the intro, they will see the intro.
Decided all by
And
itself.
it was
like,
a picture.
And see, and
needs
that
integration?
happens in such awesome ways. You find if you want to make a character, you don't know what it is. You see this picture, and you're like, that's it. Done.
That's it.
Essentially, it's a glam rock dwarf bard with the keytar. And due to my background roles, I decided he was, well, the dice decided. He was, had to join the Lord's army. And one day, he wasn't necessarily the best fighter, but there was a battle they were not doing too well in, and he just got his music out during the night. The moon was full moon. That's where he got his name, Skadlun, which means loud moon. Dwarven I found on the internet. And he just
Thanks,
played
Internet.
this song, and the troops they were invigorated, won the battle, and he went around to other areas and played his music. So he's a glam rock dwarf bard, Bob Hope.
I so wish that I could see people's faces when they see his picture for the first time, because that would just
picture
make my
is-
day.
The picture
pretty
is so
awesome.
good. It changed my
Yeah.
life.
I'm gonna make it a wallpaper on my phone. I think. It's pretty cool.
And I looked into it a little bit, and it's actually a commission someone had for their character, so it was already a D&D
Wow.
character that somebody was
Ah.
playing. I don't know anything more about it than the picture, but
Dig it.
Well, listen, the world can do with more glam rock dwarf bards, honestly.
I know, right?
I gotta reverse search for that artist because that's just so amazing.
yeah.
Well, it's perfect here too because when I first dreamed this up, it was like as an '80s big hair, glam rock type theme. But then, folks were kind of bringing in different elements and stuff. But Justin, my beautiful Justin, man, he held strong with my original vision. So
It's from the Sprawl game, just sort of.
yeah.
If
It
the
kind of
Sprawl,
spilled over.
if the Sprawl was Shadowrun, they'd fit right in.
That's right. And we're gonna get back.
Hey, listen, Rigo's still pretty rockin'.
Hell yeah, y'all are pretty rocking. It's gonna be awesome. So you know what? This is our band. We've brought them together. It's an eclectic mix, and we'll just kind of like open up the story. We'll start the narrative and kind of see how they fit together and everything as we open up the story. It'll open up kind of similar to what we did with Table 1, but I think I'll add a little bit of a different flavor, just simply because we have a different band here. So we'll have a slightly different opening, but we'll get into the investigation as soon as possible. All right, everybody, we are going to check out, and the next episode we're going to have, we're going to have the game start. So thanks so much for being here. We can't wait to get this second band going. Second in order, but not in class or talent. So we will We'll see what happens. So we'll talk to you all soon. Be right back.